Am I back? Hooray! I think I'm back. My apologies for that. Basically, don't know. Internet fell over. Had to turn a bunch of stuff off and on again. Hoping it's going to stay okay for the foreseeable future. If it goes again, I guess maybe I'll just have to kick it in the head for the evening. But let's play that one by ear and see how it goes. Hopefully, it'll be okay from now on. So we were talking about somebody's house getting demolished for a airport or something, right? I know what you're thinking. Good, because this whole thing is kind of weird. You're wondering if you should take Oubliette or Isidore Street. You'll take both. Not quite what I had in mind. Oh, the timeline will branch in... Wait for it... Una waited. My body tensed up. I held my breath. I totally missed the turn onto Isidore Street. There! Did you feel it? The literal branching of timelines? No. I believe you will someday. I felt it. It was a falling sensation. Followed by the faintest thump. One version of this cab went down Isidore Street. Another down Oubliette. I'm glad to be us, but I bear the other versions of Una and Lena no ill will. Oh, don't look at me like that. Like what? Like I'm a kooky old lady. Oh, you're not old. I am neither kooky nor old. In fact, I'd wager one of the most practical people you've ever met. I don't think I'd refer to Una as practical in any timeline. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Quantum statisticians can be annoying this way. So I have a question. I know you're into randomness and entropy, but... what do you actually do? That's a fair question. Fixing reality is strictly a hobby. I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but, mostly I get paid to recover passphrases. That's it? It's not easy. Well, it's a little bit easy. For me. I just thought we'd do more once we cracked multiple dimensions. Like... world peace. Yes, we looked into that, and, trust me, no one wants to live in that waking nightmare. Dreadful. Oh, just awful. Cool job. Yours isn't bad either. You know. You live closer than most to the quantum realm. How so? You choose your passengers, don't you? Mostly at random. Each choice is a branch. The other version of you, with that other passenger. She exists. I'm not sure if you're up on your Tate Kearney theory, but it's been proven. Should I be jealous of the other version of me? That's exactly the right question, my dear. Most people don't ask the right question. You could be quite good at this. Quantum riches, here I come. I could teach you, if you had access to a 512-qubit quantum compiler. And assuming you knew your foundational statistics, of course. And had 20 hours a week for problem sets. I have to confess, I'm maxed out at geometry. Trigonometry? What's it good for, besides video games? Games aren't very much fun after you learn quantum statistics. Anyway, it's all more complicated these days. When I started, the compilers only had 32 qubits, if you can believe it. I nodded. You didn't shrug. You could have shrugged. I could have done. The world branches in some sort of ways. It's interesting, isn't it? I was starting to feel weird. Paralyzed. Every choice? Not just every choice, every action. Not just every action, every thought. Wait, what? Oh. Hang on. Something very strange just happened there when I clicked on that. I clicked on one, but then it didn't change, but then it did change, but then it didn't change, but it did change. There's something weird. Una's weird. I'm not sure I like Una. But also she's like weirdly meditative on the subject of basically visual novels, if we're honest. Which is meta AF. Whatever the thing was, why one and not the other, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it truly my choice? Of course it was. Who else could be in the driver's seat but me? Ha. Whew, it must be exhausting to be Una. Una tapped the back of my seat. Hello? Sorry, zoned out for a second there. I was saying, get ready for it. For what? Una looked out of the window. There's the other versions of us, the Una and Lena that took Isidore Street. They'll merge with us in a moment. Wait for it. Wait. I wonder what kind of conversation they had. Maybe they're halfway to Vegas by now. That is a very different timeline, my dear. Not a bad one, though. Una shuddered. It was like a wave passed through her. There. That was it. I didn't feel anything. Either way, we were at City Hall. The timelines have merged again. It always makes me feel better, like I have a little more of myself. I'll need it all to handle this announcement. There's going to be yelling. Wait. Do you really feel this way all the time? I do. It was upsetting at first. Running problem sets on a quantum computer, understanding they were all happening at once. And so, by extension, was everything else. But the math checks out. These are simply the cards we've been dealt. Doesn't it make the world just seem like a fog? I've come to find it utterly liberating. There are no wrong answers because they're all inevitable anyway. That other version of me, that other you, all those other rides. Maybe we'll meet up at the end, all of us. Probably not. But that's okay. I wished I had her perspective. A life without regrets sounded much more peaceful. Oh, I need to get in there. The neighborhood is about to be ruined. She slid out of the car and dashed towards City Hall, slipping between knots of protesters gathered outside. They're all fired up, chanting and waving signs in the middle of the night. It made sense, they were fighting for their homes. I wonder what would happen if Una told them they would fail and also succeed. Would everyone just give up and leave? Una perched on the stage near the podium, draped a blanket over her legs, and closed her eyes. I wished us all luck. What's next? Pain worm, pain worm, pain... What? What? 3 out of... Does she just give random things? Lena's is a fascinating possibility space, not fully manifested. What did I have to do to get 5 from her tonight? What? Una. Una. You need a 4 or out of higher to avoid deactivation. What? Jesus. Oof. Note to self, don't give rides to Una unless I'm prepared to, like, pay for it through randomness. What was the whoop? I'm being pulled over. What, for having too low a rating? There's no driver in that car! Is this automated police? Oh no, here he comes. He wasn't in that car, I can see his face. Oh god. I've seen LOPD officers on the news before. The cold black screens where their faces should be. Oh, there's a robot. I tried to keep from looking back, from moving around too much. From looking as suspicious as I felt. Seeing one in person rattled my nerves even more. Where was I supposed to look? I need to see your license and registration. Right, of course. I swiped accept on my phone. My ID flashed onto his screen. I was in the system. It says here, Cactus Flats. Yes, I'm new in town. Mm-hmm. What's your address, ma'am? No lies, too dangerous. Oh, okay. Do we... Oh, we still don't even know the dangerous of I don't have one yet. You don't have one yet? I just moved here. I'm trying to get in touch with my friend. We were supposed to be roommates. So I'll know soon. I just don't right now. Great job, Lena. Not suspicious at all. Do you know why you've been pulled over? I don't. I don't think I was speeding. You made an illegal pickup in a designated Capra zone. For my last pickup? That was the other side of town. How would he have seen me? I was only there for 10 seconds. It had to be that Capra car that passed by. I didn't realize. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Sorry. Mm-hmm. That's $45 for the AV zone violation. I see your Capra Cash wallet has the funds. Great, I can withdraw the coins directly. Wait, a fine and they hit my Capra Cash accounts? How could they do that? Because it's all Capra? If he did, he wasn't going to bring it up. Okay. No talking back. Okay, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. You're new in town? So you're probably not aware of Friends of the LOPD. I'm not. Well, we throw a yearly policeman's ball. It's a great time. Really helps the community. It's an initiative supported by the Friends of the LOPD. A charitable organization made up of citizens. Like you. I see. Would you be interested in making a donation? This was how things operate in Los Ojos. Did I have to play ball? Folks normally donate about 20 bucks. I can't, I'm low on cash. Understood. Your fine will be automatically deducted from your wallet. And the violation will appear on your record unless you contest it in court. Any questions? I couldn't put myself in Capra. Oh wait, was he wanting a $20 fine instead? A $20 donation instead of the $45 fine? Wait, what? That was not made clear, I don't think. Understood. You know, you really stick out on the road. Neo cab. Most people use Capra. I felt his words in the pit of my stomach. Drive safe, Miss Romero. Oof. I waited until my breathing slowed before I started the car again. My feel grid was deep in the white. No surprise. All I wanted to do was end a bad day with a good sleep, but thanks to Savvy's disappearing act, that wasn't an option. Either way, though, I had to make up for that ticket. I needed the money, so I needed the packs. Oof. That weren't good. Oof. Well, I got 20 bucks left. That's enough for the night, but, like, I need to make some money fast. Who are you? Sam Lucas. Oh, yeah. Him who doesn't have any deets. I can't tell anything about him. Ali Bream. She seems nice. Hey! There's my... Oh, I can't actually charge up to get to her. My anarchist friend. Wait, where's she going? Oh, she's going all the way across town. Nice. Over here we've got Founder and Chief Cat Herder at Curator. Fiona Pack. Photographer. I feel like we should talk to some of the other people, but like, anarchist friend's too much fun. Okay, fine. Let's go juice up at sort of the mid-price place. Not bad. I could always use a top up. Little steep, but fine. 222. Cool. So she's a long journey and a rich kid. She's got to pay well, right? Gideon de Kolb, and she finishes right next to the cheap fuel. Beautiful, exactly what I want from her packs. All quiet in de Kolb country. Nobody on the streets. No lights on in the mansion. No sign of Gideon anywhere. Strange. Hopefully my favorite little cyborg Antifa is doing okay. In a flash, the gate swung open and Gideon flew into the car. Yeah, okay, let's go, let's go. Right away, Mom. Shit, wait, no, 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 stop the car. What's going on? No, wait, where, oh no, wait, we're good, I have it. Let's go, let's go. Are you alright? No. Yes. Can I be super honest with you? I don't like know you. Not really. You're the only one who can help me. So you have to. What do you need? I only have 2 hours until Yancy wakes up from her wine coma. She can shut me down remotely, and then I won't be able to move at all. So here's where you come in. This sounds totally normal. My aunt, Yancy, hates her. She knows how to get me out of the suit. She's super good with tech. She's in IT. She's an IT manager. What, is she a hacker or something? What, are you a cop or something? I'll let her continue. Sally says the Kindermechs have a known vulnerability, and she's figured out how to exploit it. Her apartment's on Northbrook in Little Guangzhou. Little green complex, really ugly. I'll point it out. I'll point it out when we're close. This is my chance, Lena. But we gotta go now. What happens when your mom sees that you're not wearing the suit? Oh my god, I am not going back, Lena. I'm getting the fuck away from my fascist fucking mother. Supreme Court won't emancipate me, so I'm gonna do it. What will you do if you get out? Stop my life? I don't know, go traveling. Kiss boys, punch boys, go swimming. I could go in the ocean. You never been in the ocean? Wearing this? I'd sink. Come on, we gotta move, please. This is a really big deal, Gideon. Have you thought this through? Yes! And I know way more about this than you do. I'm not spending another day in this... I don't want to stay in it, Lena. I need to get out. Why am I arguing with her? Can we not just comply here? When your mom wakes up, won't she be able to see that I helped you? You're wearing a camera, right? We can delete the footage after I get out. My aunt could do that. Don't worry, Yancy won't know you helped me. She better not. Yeah. I promise, alright? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Something caught Gideon's eye. A light had come on in the house. Lino, we gotta go now! Alright, let's get you out of that thing. Yes! Floor it! Yes, yes, yes! Floor it, bitch! Excuse me? I am so sorry. I thought that would sound okay. I took side streets to our aunt's apartment, just in case. All I could think about were the memories I wouldn't have if I'd been in a kindermech as a kid. No cutting class to go see Buddhist sand mandalas. Pretty much every concert would have been off limits. And it definitely wouldn't have let me attend that anti-Capra rally in my prom dress with Savvy. Aunt Sally's place was very green, and right above a chicken joint and a nail salon. Guess the family fortune wasn't so evenly distributed. The teenager running the chicken place stuffed wings into bright red boxes behind bulletproof glass. A couple in black jackets eating on the sidewalk might have been on a date. I knew this was the right choice. I trusted her to make her own decisions. A woman waved at us from the sidewalk. That's her! There was a definite family resemblance, and we didn't have much of a chat on the way here at all. Thank the gods. This was supposed to be a long journey, like, we barely talked. Do you want me to get out of the car with you? No, I'm okay. Thank you. I watched Gideon's aunt wrap her arms around the kindermech shell and lead Gideon inside. All I could see of her was the bulk of the suit, but somehow I could tell she was crying. The couple on the sidewalk opened a packet of hot sauce and watched like it was all a meme. I wasn't sure if I'd ever see Gideon again. I'm sure we will. But I hoped I would. Yes! Lena, you changed my life! Words are not enough. Yes. Good. Back up above 4. Excellent. That was not enough. You're like a billionaire. Tip me, girl. Alright, fine. Well, after midnight, I met my ride quota. Checked my field grid. Yellow, green. I had in me to push for one more ride tonight, or I could call it early and get some rest. I need the money, come on. Every PAX was a chance to learn the city and earn some coin. Absolutely. Especially if they're going to keep finding me. Like, next time they're like, do you want to pull over here? Answer is no. Alright, let's... Jeez. Oh, because I got to go all the way around the houses to get there? Is that why? Like, it's just there. It's not like... Woo! It's like half a bar just to get there. What the heck? It's like 50 cents. Oh, yes! Painworm! He only wants a short journey. There's a lot of people. He's still waiting over there for that one. Nobody's coming back to cheap zones. Well, I could stay in a pod, I suppose. Right, fine. Let's go charge up. Asking price 93 cents a bar. Pretty sweet deal. Okay. It's gotta be Aganon. I love Aganon too much to not do this. Let's do Aganon. Aganon looked gloomy as ever as he dropped into the back seat. I was about to ask him about it, but I remembered my last ride with him. Terrible night, huh? Not as bad as it could be. I'm glad to see you again, Aganon. Seriously, how's your night going? To tell you the truth, I'm mostly tired. This city will do that to you. With respect, you just drive a cab. Which you think is easy? Oh no, you're right. It's not at all exhausting to ferry randos like you all over the city, constantly negotiating their emotional needs. Now that you mention it, perhaps you should recruit for Metawopian. Apparently that's exhausting too. I started the Los Ojos chapter of the cult of Metawopian. Did I tell you that already? Well, it's growing fast. A dozen neophytes fights just this month. I told them each to bring a friend, but I didn't really expect them to. Now their friends are bringing friends. We need a bigger meeting place. All sorrows to Metawopian, may it rise. Is I guess what you all say. Are you sure you're not among the initiated in the sorrow? Sorrow wishes. Well, at any rate, I could barely keep up. What's the hardest part? Where do I begin? Metawopian's message has taken a deep hold in Los Ojos. No, I don't think a pun would go down well, honestly. As much as I want to go for the terrible pun, like, he's not one for a chuckle, really, is he? That doesn't surprise me. No? I thought there might be too much competition here. What with the current political unrest, the Radix blobs materializing in the streets. You mean Radix Swarm? Yes, now that's a cult. You chose the right town. The senior agonizers were either going to send me here, or to Trenton. But it is truly here that I belong. Tonight I'm distributing brochures at deadweight gyms, and I have to look at a few new meeting places. Then I have 3 different consultations with acolytes. They're advancing through the ranks so quickly. This one, Todd, he's almost on volume 6 of the Book of Hunger and Hardship. I don't even have volume 6. I'm going to have to ask Agonizer Potasio from Seattle to send it. Yikes. But that's not the worst of it. I didn't know if these teachings would work in Los Ojos. I took a risk. And they did work. And now, his voice shrunk to the tiniest peep. I feel good about it. I bit my tongue. Speak of this to no one. None of my neophytes must know. When I feel good, I deny the pain worm its sustenance. So just to get this straight, you feel bad about feeling good. About helping other people feel bad. That's a bit of an oversimplification of my path through Metawopian's great quivering heart. But yes, more or less. Do you mind if I say something direct? Of course. If you're about to say something that makes me feel bad, thank you in advance. Ooh. Ooh. You're being ridiculous would make him feel bad, right? You're being ridiculous. That stings, yes. Hey, I'm not just trying to... I mean, I am, but Agonon, please. I don't know how many people in the city would love to feel what you're feeling. Or do you know how many people would love to feel what you're feeling? Like they're on the right track? Like what they're trying to do is working out even better than they hoped? You've got that feeling, and if you try to squash it or pretend it doesn't matter, well... None of the... I really just wanted to just, like, make him super miserable and just go for the 5 stars, honestly. And now we're having this real talk where he's like, hey, you go you! You're doing good, man! And he's like, he doesn't want to hear that. It's a little insulting. I see. Are you one of those people? Things are definitely not working out as I thought, no. It doesn't matter, but I'd love to feel what you're feeling. He was quiet. Well, I do feel worse now, so thank you. Oh, you feel worse? I didn't mean to... No, truly, thank you. And I'm sorry you feel you're on the wrong track. Aganon looked out the window as we approached a dark building that looked like it had been a diner at some point. I didn't see too many signs of old LO between all the shiny new construction. We're here. Perhaps I can use this building as a meeting space. You're invited, of course. Or I can leave a brochure. Thanks, Aganon. Yeah, I still had that stale French fry smell. It's kind of nice to see the past peeking out. Nice, and also a little sad. Oh, no! No! I shouldn't have had the real talk conversation. I felt the presence of the pain worm in this cab, but didn't give them 5 stars because I wanted them to lose their job and then they'd feel miserable. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the real reasoning. Oof. Okay. He paid better than... What's the name? Oof, Gideon. That's the one. Right. 27, cool. What's we got? We got, there's a Capra capsule for 1831. Extraordinary sleep at very ordinary price, but we have to pay Capra, unfortunately, for it. Motel Azteca. It doesn't cost as much fuel. That costs a bit more fuel. It is actually even cheaper. As usual, yeah, let's go to the motel. It's the cheapest place in Los Ojos. I was actually looking forward to the dreams this evening. Looking forward to the dreams this time. Anything to keep my mind off whatever was going on with Savvy. I let myself drift off, trying to prime my thoughts for the flying sensation again, and sure enough, I slowly realized that I was back in my old room. This time I had a body. It was healthy and fast and strong and beautiful. I realized that I didn't need to fly, just pushing my feet into the ground felt incredible, like each step was the first breath after coming up from underwater. I felt like I was living for the first time. I couldn't wait to see where my feet were carrying me. But then I realized it wasn't my body. I didn't know whose it was. Someone thicker and taller and hairier and thinner. And I didn't know what shape I was anymore. I was looking at this body from the outside, and I was looking at a lot of them. They piled up on top of me, higher and higher. I started to suffocate under the weight of those bodies. My last breath was someone's heel jammed in my mouth like a cork. Nobody saw me die. I woke up covered in sweat and grabbed a Danish on my way out. It was over an hour before I could force myself to eat it. It was actually pretty delicious. I grabbed a Danish on my way out. Wait, you grabbed 2 Danishes? You grabbed a Danish on your way out, waited an hour to eat it, and then grabbed another Danish? Back to work. Alrighty. My 4th night in Los Ojos. Is this my life now? Making just enough coin to scrape by, never seeing the sun on an endless search for my friend? It's starting to feel surreal, like the moment the camera pans to the dark figure laughing in the doorway, and you just know, oh, she's doomed. Alright, so let's start our shift and try and get that rating back up. Right. Can we not go back further than that? I just want to, like, how many people did we actually take yesterday? So that was, I guess that was Gideon, and I guess that was, yeah, because it was like, oh yeah, I got all my, she did say, oh, I've done all of my work, but I'd only taken Una, Gideon, and... Did I take anyone else? Una, Gideon, and Aganon. There was a lot of other prattling about, but I didn't actually take any fares. And now I actually straight up need the money. Oof. Yeah, oh, it's here. There we go. Una was $4, Gideon, Aganon. Carlos paid well. I like Carlos. So, hey, more Aganon. Not sure I like these real talk with Agonons. Luke Howard. He's got Neocab Prime. He's going to be hard to please. Klaus Berg, Student of the World. Any? Oh no, he's going to be horrible, isn't he? He's going to be expensive because he's going to, yeah. Like, driving there and there is going to take a lot of juice. Whereas, if I get him, he stops off near Liberty Heights. Admittedly, that's quite expensive. That's actually like twice the price of here. I should definitely go and charge up here before I go do anything. Whilst we got it. Like half the price of the rich people's place. Because I actually could do him now, but like he'd take up most of my use. Or I could go him to there. And then he'll bring me to there. So he's got 2 and let's say a quarter bars. And he wants, oh man. I could potentially get there to there. I don't think we're gonna be able to not charge it. I'd have to grab a little bit of juice there, and then from here there I could take him down to the servo. I think that might work, because he's been waiting like 2 days for me to pick him up, so I should probably do that. Let's meet Klaus Berg. Oh yeah, he must be a German, I think. I guess. He's called Klaus, right? When I arrived, Klaus was waiting. He gave me a blank nod and extinguished his cigarette on a streetlight. So affected. Good evening. Hello. Oh, another guy. Yay, they're German. Those German accents. I used to keep track of how many different accents I'd hear in a night. I hadn't heard German in ages. Hey there, how are you two? They put their hands on their knees. They weren't talking. Were they waiting for me to say something? Are you new to Los Ojos? Me too, I'm from Cactus Flats. If you're new to Los Ojos, you definitely won't know Cactus Flats. What's that saying? Not a bad place to visit, not a good place to stay. But maybe I'll end up back there, I don't know. You are a robot, yes? No. You must tell us if you are a machine. That is the law. Why do you think I'm a robot? Well, we understand that the American taxi companies are putting in, what is the word? Robot drivers? Yes, robot drivers put in self-driving taxis. They still do not drive the car. Oh no, it is for appearances. Having a robot in the car is more comfortable for the customer, you know. More friendly, it has personality. Yes, and more exciting. Self-driving cars are much more efficient, but you cannot carry out a conversation with the car. Well, you could, but the car's computer, but it would be a disembodied voice. No good. Sterile and unfriendly. Yes, so here that the companies are putting robots in the taxis. A pilot program. Do we understand correctly? I've never heard of anything like that. We read it in, or what is it called? Eric Zambata. Yes! It is one of his projects. I don't know who that is. Oh, but you must. He is the most famous American entrepreneur. Very famous. So my friend and I are having this discussion. We think you are one of these robots. Do I act like a robot to you? Very much so. You thought we were new to Los Ojos, so you told us what is topical about this city. You initiated a helpful and informative conversation based on available data. You demonstrated basic pattern recognition. Oh, basic politeness. Well, I'm not a robot. Hmm. Seriously? You claim to be human? Then you will not object to proving it? The Higgs-Gary. Yes, the Higgs-Gary. It is a verbal test. Simply a few questions. Revealing questions. Couldn't I just bleed on you? That is no test. No, blood can be synthesized. Humanity cannot. Really, the Higgs-Gary is the most appropriate test. The Higgs-Gary tests humanity, not knowledge. A robot intelligence can recite all of human knowledge. That does not mean it is human. A human is messy, emotional, complicated, beautiful. A robot is optimized and efficient. It is what a human can never be. No. Let us begin. Cool. Born ready. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. Is that a question? Just answer the question, please. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. How racist? You'll find the remark of significance. Please answer the question. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. I'd yell at her. You meet your favorite artist. You tell him your earlier work is much better than what he produces now. Why did you do that? Ooh, my favorite artist wouldn't be a man. That doesn't affect the test. Just answer the question, please. It's good to be honest. A homeless man picks your pocket. I'd ask for whatever he took back. You have a young son. He asks to see your breast. Jesus, guys. Please answer the question. You have a young son. He asks to see your breast. I would politely but firmly explain the concept of boundaries. Your pet pig eats your friend's best dress. She wants to watch you discipline it. How long have I had this pig? It doesn't affect the test. Please answer the question. Your pet pig eats your friend's best dress. She wants to watch you discipline it. She can back off. It's my pig. After intercourse, your husband tells you he would kill a man to protect you. This test is getting weird. He tells you he has already killed a dog. What? Why? He killed the dog 3 hours ago. He tells you that you knew this dog. Was it Higgs or Gary who was obsessed with sex? It doesn't affect the test, but it was Higgs. Yes, it was Higgs. I would go and stay with a friend for a few days. Our relationship seems pretty bizarre. Your best friend has an affair with your son. They ask you to pay for the abortion. What? Is this the same son who wanted to grab my boob? It doesn't affect the test. Just answer the question, please. Your best friend has an affair with your son, and they ask you to pay for the abortion. I don't think... Well... Does this situation come up often in the course of humanity, or, like, how many people going around doing this? Like, I don't think that's entirely fair to put the responsibility on me. Your father sends you worms in the mail. One of the worms still clings to life. I'd call Dad and ask if he was okay. Well, that is the end of the test. And perfect timing, too. We'd arrived at a club in Levity Heights, the Haunt. It was hard to say whether the decor was ghost-themed or just black. How'd I do? Is that important? We really do have to go. Hey, you made me take that test and you won't even tell me how I did? What do you think? To be honest, I am finding it quite hard to be certain. Yes, me as well. Where had I gone wrong in my life that people weren't even sure whether I was human? Human! I'm human! Either she is an incredible robot, or a below-average human, yes? But it is impossible to be sure. Alright, you've had your fun, okay? Would you still bleed on us, as you offered? No, the moment has passed. We should err on the side of her being a robot. Agreed. The test is absurd. There are definitely moments that made me wish I were a robot. Not someone desperately trying not to lose it in front of her PAX. Do we have to pay the fare even though we've determined you are a robot? Yes. She doesn't deny being a robot? Yes, I noticed that as well. There's a line for her, the Haunt stretching right around the block. Klaus and Marek had disappeared to join it. I'll never get what makes people wait in lines that long for a drink. But what do I know? I'm just a robot. What do I get from this one? Come on. Hey! 5 stars! Perfect driver, a marvel of modern engineering. Yes! Back over 4. Excellent. Fairly average fare. Fine. Need a couple more of those if I'm going to pay for a bed for the night. Well, at some point, I'm actually going to run out of money, I think, at some point. If I get another fine, I'm screwed. How I'm supposed to hit $35 a day or not, I don't know. Or credits, or coin, or whatever it is. Cash. Ooh, my favorite anarchist is back. And the guy I wanted to pick up is gone, so maybe we should just go see the anarchist. She wants to go away. How much is, 138. Okay, so fuel's not too expensive in Les Rouges. It's actually pretty similar to the Combine, right? 132, yeah, okay. So I got enough fuel to get to Les Rouges. That works for me, yeah, because I want to see what I want to know what happened with Gideon. Also, I can pretty reliably guarantee I'm going to get a pretty good fare out of Gideon, I think. Pulled up to Gideon's pin. No way! It was a sushi ape. We went to the one in Cactus Flats for my 10th birthday. I remember the animatronic ape short-circuited during the big birthday song. Its head sparked off its body and dangled by a single wire at its chest, still singing, and I'd had the cake knife in my hand. Best birthday ever. Whoa! There she was, Gideon DeKalb in the flesh, literally. Was there ever a more perfect time to say that? Oh, I'm never going to another party ever again. Gideon DeKalb in the flesh. What? Because you're not in the suit anymore? Oh. I get it. Yeah, I guess that's funny. Hello to you too. Tonight sucked. What happened? Sally made me go to a birthday party is what happened? I don't know, kids are weird, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I can tell they think I'm weird, and yeah, like, when I was in the suit, I was weird. I look normal now, and I still think they don't like me. They talk about all this stuff that I don't understand. I'm like, explain everything you're talking about, because I've lived in literally a bubble my whole life. So nobody really talked to me all night. What did you want to talk about? You know, my activism, the socialist and Antifa stuff, grassroots, door-to-door stuff. And also, I like grew up with a lot of the big philanthropists in LO, so I can take meetings with them or whatever. We're fighting hard against Sophie's Law, but Capra has deep pockets to say the least. I'm meeting with a potential donor tomorrow, so we can fund a legal challenge if it passes. And voter registration is huge for us right now. You don't even know some of the shit people pull. You gotta know your rights, now more than ever. I don't know if that's what teens are into. Teens that aren't me, you mean? I don't know, what am I supposed to like? If I was normal, what would I be into? Fortnite? Why is that one darkened out? Am I not allowed to go with that? If I was normal, time for some real talk. Oh, that's just because it's a choice between thoughts or speech, I see. Hold up, Gideon. Who wants to be normal? I do. Such an annoying thing for you to say because you're normal. Oh, kid, you don't even know. I was stuck in that suit for so long, I didn't get to hang out or have friends. I thought getting out of it would make me normal, but... Yancy thought that she could buy that suit, forget about me, and then drink all the wine she wanted. She thought that that was being a parent. The only stuff she ever seriously talks about was stupid shit like making sure to invest early in corporate personhood and... Jesus fucking Christ, I don't want to be a freak anymore. What am I supposed to do? Seriously, I'm asking you. I'm seriously asking you. Wow, she was on edge. I have to be careful with what I said next. Getting out of the suit is a chance for you to start over. Be anyone you want. That got her attention. Your past doesn't have to define you. Be the Gideon you want to see in the world. I used to have that quote on the door to my closet. Gideon, you're rich and well connected. There's nothing standing in your way. Yeah? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is, you know? Kid, nobody does. Everyone's just making it up as they go along. Even you? Even me. Wow. You seem okay. We arrived. Remember outside's place from last time? There was a line around the block for the chicken joint. See you around, I guess. Hope so. Well, if you're serious, you should come over for dinner. Sally will cook, and you and I can have wine and sit in the living room and talk. Wait, hang on. You're gonna have wine? You drink wine? Bye, Lena. With little human legs, she ran up the stairs to her aunt's house, her hoodie bouncing in the breeze. Out of that suit, she really did seem taller. I hope that means I got somewhere free to stay for the night. Yes! 5 stars. Best neocab driver I've ever had. Well, my rating didn't go up from that. Oof. And she didn't pay well. Oof. Really hope she... Oh god, I gotta top up as well now. Really hope I can stay for free. Come on. What? No! Do one, cop! I ain't done nothing. LOPD. Again. What was it this time? I pulled over. Hands on wheel. Eyes up. Deep breaths. We've had some compelling reports about neocabs on the road tonight. What have I done wrong? One moment, Miss Romero. He turned away, but I could hear him speaking in a hushed tone. On every channel, this one must have pissed off the wrong people. We'll get the word out. How much was this gonna cost me? No, 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 no. It couldn't be her. His visor. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Okay. This is connected to... What's the name? Whose name suddenly immediately eludes me. Missing friend. Okay, cool. I scanned the car for anything of hers. I willed my phone to stay dark, do anything but light up with her face. But on every other screen in my view, there she was, her face on every screen, bathing the city in a blood-red glow. Savvy. That's the name, Savvy. What have you done? Mom. Anything else, officer? You're in a hurry to get somewhere, aren't you? Well, aren't we all? Just watch your speed out there. You're not a Capra. And look, I'm legally obligated to ask you this. Have you seen the individual pictured on this bulletin? Nope or nope. I trust my voice not to shake. I shook my head. You probably see so many faces you can't remember them all, right? I managed a weak laugh. Well, report any sightings of this criminal right away. That'll be all. Drive safely, Mom. Speaking of people you can't tell if they're robots or not, they always... Like, the initial impression they gave describing them was that they were robots. Savvy was wanted and I just lied to the LOPD. This couldn't be happening. Somewhere in the city was Savvy's apartment, with the extra room all set up for me, and the bricks of sage incense squirreled away in every closet. Would I ever see that place? Would I ever see her again? Yeah, as soon as we got pulled over the first time, it was like, oh, he's a robot. And now, like, they just sort of seems sort of robot-y, sort of seems sort of human. Like, with him turning away to talk on the comms channel, it was like, wait, that's the thing a human would need to do. I can't tell if they're a robot or not. New message from Liam. Hey Lena, it's Liam. You know I can see your name, right? I don't like to assume. Glad to be in your contacts. How are things going on your end? Somewhere between Eesh and Yikes. Well, I hope it's close to Eesh. Reason I'm texting is I just met pretty much the coolest person, a quantum witch. Una, the statistician? Statistics? We talking about the same Una? This lady is a straight up science witch. Oh, says she knows you too, lol. What are the odds? I think that's more for Una to say. Right, we've been talking about all night about random things that aren't really random and the difference between impossible and improbable and also zombie cats. Yeah, Schrödinger. Anyway, Una says hi. Gotta go check out the spot Ramen Getty now. Have a good one. Stay cool, Liam. Leon Una. Now that was a match made in quantum heaven. I have no idea how I could help. I had no idea how I could help fix a timeline. I just wanted to fix my own life at the moment. At least I was making a name for myself in this town, one quantum witch at a time. It was well after midnight. I met my ride quota. I checked my field grid. Blue. I didn't mean to push on for one more ride. Yeah, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't push on, honestly. It's not like there's any sort of, like, rest meter that, like, suggests you should get an early night occasionally. Like, you want the money, you want the contacts, right? Pick up request. What we got? Oof, nobody nearby. Oof, nobody nearby. Ew. Ew. Okay. So he's gonna wind up near the servo. I don't know if there's any way to stay in the servo. We're gonna have to charge here at a moderately priced place. Cool, 137, a little steep, but whatevs. I guess we gotta... Okay, could pick up Liam. Liam pays pretty well if memory serves. I should probably go for Liam. Should see what he's about sometime. 5 stars needed. Oh, right. Oh, he won't even be picked up by anybody who doesn't have 5 stars. Yikes. Prime packs pay more to ride with only the best drivers. Oh, okay, okay. So I literally cannot pick him up. Okay. She's changed the description. She had something. Didn't she have something about photography at some point? Right, fine. Let's go with Liam. We know Liam, we like Liam. Liam waved to me before he got in the car. He looks excited to see me. I was too miserable to muster much of a smile, but I gave it a shot. It seemed to work. Hey, Lena. Wow, what are the odds we'd see each other again? Of all the Neo cabs in all of Los Ojos. The odds are very good. I'm one of maybe 3 Neo cabs left in the city. Oh, well, I'll call it fate anyway. More fun. Didn't you learn enough about odds from Una? Heh, I feel like I could never learn enough from her. How have you been, Lena? Kind of rough. Sorry to hear that. Anything in particular? There's something going on with my friend. I can't really get in touch. It's stressing me out. He's been flaking on me a lot. Oh, I can't stand that. Oh god, same, but I know she's got a lot going on. It's fine, mostly. So what about you? Wait, you got one of those things on your arm? No way. Field grid. Wow. Yeah, actually, Savvy gave it to me. Huh, interesting. How do you feel about it? It's pretty cool. Really? You dig it? I find it so bizarre, just as a concept. Putting your emotions on display? Doesn't it make you uncomfortable? I don't know. It makes me more honest. I know you can see my field grid, so I kind of have to tell you the truth. At least about how I feel. Unless lying delights you. I promise it doesn't. Which, I guess is what a liar would say. Yeah, yeah. I need to stop. Stop what? Being all thinky, dissecting stuff. I like thinky. It's the worst. I've been trying to stay out of the heavier side of LO, but Lena, not to bring the room down, or the car, I guess, but can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know anything about Sophie Lemieux? The late Sophie Lemieux? Not much. She was a ballerina in LO who was killed by a car. Like, a car? Human driver? You probably heard of Sophie's Law, at least. Okay, yes. Yeah, I immediately, as soon as I said, no, I don't know her, I was like, oh, shoot, yeah, no, I totally do know her. Definitely. Figured. Affects you more than most. Well, after I left you the other night, I went out to take some pictures and stumbled into this massive crowd of people. It was a vigil for Sophie. Big deal. Lots of mourners. Some people had signs about cars, about Capra, or whatever. There was this portrait of her, full ballet pose, arabesque, surrounded by flowers, people crying, chanting about change. That sounds... My heart just ached. It was all I could think about. Okay. Heartbreaking. It was. I felt like I knew her, just hearing people speak about her, seeing how adored she was. The other thing was, the whole scene was bathed in this blue glow, and it was coming off people's wrists. Feel grids. Are they really that popular here? Savvy's got one. She's an open book, emotionally, and a mystery in every other way. Well, the vigil, feel grids were everywhere. I got some interesting shots, but it's so strange taking a photo with only one possible interpretation. It's just, here are some sad people. You know they are sad because they are blue. It's weird, you know? Yeah. But it's not that simple. There are different kinds of sad. We can't read the feeling exactly. Yeah, maybe you're right. Either way, it was really striking. Mostly blues, some reds here and there, greens and yellows too. What do those mean? Calm, relaxed, positive, chill, happy. But see, that's the problem, right? If I show up at a funeral and my feel grid says I'm stoked, you're the murderer? I don't know, I feel like maybe some levity will, like, lighten the mood, but I don't know. You're just enjoying happy memories. Probably, sure. There's so much room for error, misinterpretation. I just keep picturing the Mona Lisa. 500 years of that unreadable smile, until you slap a feel grid on it. I'm a bit scrambled up about the whole thing. So you're not in the market for one, then? At least the look is interesting. I almost got a free one. Who's handing out free field grids? Good question. So I'm at the vigil, yeah? Everything's blue, it's dreamlike, mournful, but then I look across the street and there's this whole gang, right? Not a field grid in the pack, it's a dark zone. Go over there, check them out. They say there's this group called Radix. The word hit me like a gut punch. Maybe I could get some intel if I played this right. Oh yeah, who's Radix? They're anti-car activists. Cool people, mostly. Except one of them who got pretty heated when I said they must like Sophie's Law. Rookie mistake. They hate cars, but they hate Capra even more. Even more than you, maybe. Yeah, impossible. So what were they doing at the vigil? Well, they were actually trying to recruit. At Sophie Lemieux's vigil? Clever. Yeah, they were saying the law is a cheap half measure, gives Capra more power, doesn't save any lives. Anyway, I showed them the photos I took of the blue glow. They said none of those people had field grids when they showed up. Apparently 2 hours earlier, some Capra reps showed up and started handing them out free of charge. Hold on, is that really true? Radix swore up and down that's how it happened. Huh. Yeah, I guess my question is, why? Because Capra turns everything to a brand partnership? Then I take pictures of it and share it with the world. Makes me feel a little... duped? Exactly. Yep, that tends to be Capra's thing. I know I'm more than familiar. That's something I should have told you the other day, when I got weird. When you got weird? Yeah, I got quiet and sort of standoffish. That wasn't fair. Oh wow, no, that was on me. Well, at least let me make one little excuse. I worked for a big Capra-adjacent company when I was still in the UK. I got the job really young, working in immersive tech and AI. Loved it. Let me be creative, and I felt like I was changing things. So we got big. We got big because we were good. But then you lose yourself, don't you? Yeah, I feel that. It hits a little close to home with my current job, I gotta be honest. Well, more is balancing creativity, my actual work, with corporate ethics. And you're sure this wasn't in Los Ojos? Kind of a global story, I guess. We just kept working with the worst people, saying yes to more funding regardless of where it came from. To make myself feel better, I joined in all these initiatives for change, for diversity, helping the right kinds of communities and people. I took so much on and and so did lots of us, but it was just impossible. What's the phrase? Money talks. Definitely talked louder than we did. So you left the job? I did, for at least this year. They were pretty clear they'd like me back at the end. Will you go? I don't know. I guess maybe this trip is a test. See if I can turn my brain off. This is a long journey. Be a tourist, not an activist. Just watch all the Capra stuff happen and let it float by. Just let everything float by. No agonizing over morals, no fighting, just observing. Where do you feel you're at? Doing my best to remain impartial and everything turns out to be a lot of work. I mean, just look at me. I'm lost right now. Took a really good picture of an important LO moment of people experiencing something profound. It might be one of my best. But I can't decide. I used to do nothing but decide. Now I can't even say if a photo I took is real. I knew the feeling. Was anything real in Los Ojos? Of course it's real. Still real people, experiencing something real. I have a feel grid, my feelings are still legitimate. Real people, real moment. Yeah, thanks. Hey listen, obviously don't take your eyes off the road, but... do you think I could send you the picture? You can tell me what you think. I want to share it. I think it's important, but... I'd sort of love your thoughts. Be my moral compass? Yeah, send away. Thanks. Sorry if I'm being a downer. People come to LO for the lights and sights, you know. And I end up getting right back into the muck. You're not a downer. So far you're 2 for 2 on positive interactions with Liam. Brilliant, thanks. Pulled up to Liam's hotel again. It's hard not to feel a pang of jealousy. Having a decent place to sleep felt like it was part of another timeline for me. And here we are. Cool, thanks for listening to me rant, Lena. And for looking at the photo for me. Anytime, friend. See you in texts. Texts. I can pronounce things. He was already scrolling through his camera as he walked in. Did the fate of a de facto Capra ad campaign lay in my hands? Mixed with the fate of a photo that could sway the Sophie's vote law? So Sophie's vote law. Sophie's law vote. Liam, buddy, I can't tell if you came to the exact right person or the exact wrong one. Hey! 2 for 2 on positive interactions with Lena. Yes! That definitely didn't stay the same. I was not at 5 before I got in with him. 820, he pays well. I should do more journeys with him. Good. 3 5 out of 5s. Cool. That means we can go with the rich guy tomorrow, actually, if I want. Launch Crasher. Right, there is nowhere in the servo, but very cheap fuel. Should I charge up while we're very cheap? Yeah, I probably should, and then we can go to... I'm gonna have to go to here. Who's this? Oh, interesting. That only comes up... Oh. I guess that only comes up if you're very short on cash. Fellow travelers say this lot is a fairly hassle-free place to sleep in your car. Oh dear. I guess that's always an option. If I top up there, that's going to cost me $2. And then the Capra place is 20. I won't have enough. Ooh. That's grim. Capra capsule 2077. Like, I'm literally counting the pennies at this stage. Yikes. Well, if I do that, then I'm right next to the fuel station. I can get... It's actually, you know what? That's actually not badly priced. That's pretty okay. Fine. Let's stay in a capsule. Oof. Oh no. Grim. So, not only was Savvy missing, whatever was going on was forcing me to give money to Capra. My last resort. Checked in a kiosk in the hospital white lobby, and I followed purple floor lighting to elevator 3 in capsule 412. The gleaming shelf slid open at my approach and sealed me in with a soft hiss. I knew it was a glorified torpedo tube. I don't know how they made it feel like a luxury moon pod. It's actually annoying how good Capra is at this stuff. I fell asleep immediately and woke up like my body had just leapfrogged ahead in space-time. But where had my mind gone? I felt foggy and just off. I thought of those old body snatcher sci-fi movies. Pod people. How about capsule people? Good evening, Lena. Athena, Capra's inflappable AI. Said something. Yikes, this whole situation gave me the creeps. I slipped back into my car like I wanted to apologize to it for the betrayal. It was nearby and cheap. Physically, I felt clear-eyed and centered, like my mind had been doing yoga poses while I slept. My field grid even glowed a reassuring white. 5 nights. 5 nights since my best friend became a fugitive and left me to fend for myself in Automation City. But the city felt different tonight. I couldn't put my finger on it. There was this energy in the air. Attention. Static building up. Stuck in the Protoss madness. Can I get a rescue? Yeah, you can. The Radic section. Azul's weird warnings made sense now. My phone pinged again. What was going on? Lena. It's Savvy. Oh, cool. Are you okay? Oh my god, Albany, I am so sorry. I'm trying to find a way to text. Find a safe way to text. Need your help. Oh my god, it's amazing to talk to you. Where are you? It's really complicated right now. Need help. Please, tell me where you are. Can't say right now. I mean, who else would call me L Bunny? I don't know. Is this really you, though, Savvy? Trust me, it's me. I had to trash my old phone. Can't risk using the camera or he would send you a pic. Seriously, who the assholes calls you L Bunny, lol? That was my thoughts, honestly. But maybe if the kidnappers know she called me L Bunny, like, yeah, that's the line. Who else would call me L Bunny? I just need to make sure. It's been a weird week. Literally ask me anything. What was my fattest cat's name? Yeah. What was my fattest cat's name? Oh my god, you're so paranoid. Consuela, and she was so mean. Super mean. Okay, maybe it's you. When we were 17, a gang of stupid rich boys yelled at you from their gross white pedo van. Called you a bitch, slut, dyke, etc. And you came to me crying and said you wanted to move or whatever, and I said, fuck that, we can teach them a lesson. So your girl tracked them down and found their bullshit man cave frat house. Are you convinced yet? Kinda. Lol. Found their van parked out back and came locked and loaded. You with your glitter bomb, me with my spray paint. That van looked way better with this new paint job. Trust fund maggots, lol. We effed that shit up. We're lucky they didn't see us. Oh, you're so lucky they didn't let me. You didn't let me slash their tires. I was so ready, but you were there to stop me from going too crazy. Always am, always will be. Less than 3. You're the best. Less than 3. I want to see you, Savvy. Finally, okay. This is super urgent, actually. Are you in your car? My friends need a neocab now. Sophie's protest is a mess. Everyone within 5 blocks is getting gassed. Open your app. Do you see Jace? He needs to get out. That's your boyfriend, right? Right. Alina, please just get him now. We can meet up after. Soon. Oof. Liam needs my help as well, though. Okay, I'll see if I can even find him. You're my favorite. Right, well, I got no monies. And some journeys to do. Right, so there's Jace. He's not got a good he's not got a good rating. Liam. Ooh, tough call. Tough call. Liam, who's cool and nice and gives me 5 stars. Or Savvy's douchey 2-star boyfriend. Which will probably, like, actually make the story go somewhere. Alright, I guess we gotta go with Jace. Streets flash red and blue with the lights of LOPD cruisers. Broken glass and trampled cardboard signs littered the sidewalks. Driving past, I caught only hints of words on the protest signs. Cars, blood, Capra. A pair of cops shoved a screaming protester into a car as others herded stragglers away from the scene. However bad this has gotten, it looked like things were coming to an end. But I couldn't see him. I couldn't get very close. At that point, the LOPD had cordoned off all the access roads. I scanned the crowds, peered down alleys. Then he cancelled the ride. No message, his pin just vanished off the map. I was pissed. I ignored requests from people I actually know, people I care about, just because he's a friend of Savvy's. And he doesn't even accept my help. There went my chance to get info on whatever was going on with Savvy, too. I checked the app to see if Liam still needed a ride. The map was empty. I felt like crying, but I knew if I started I might never stop. Not with all that I had weighing on my mind. If I couldn't even help one of the few friends I had in this town, what good was it for me to even be here? The only thing I could do was hope I'd be able to help Savvy, wherever she was. Boo! Jace gave me 5. Driver never showed up, but 5 stars in solidarity. Okay. Didn't get paid. And wasted half my battery. And now I can barely afford to do anything. Oh, somehow I can afford to do her, apparently. But we end up in the expensive bit of town. So I can take him, and that brings us close to cheap fuel, so I might as well do Sam Lucas. Fine. I don't know who he is, but let's give him a go. I spotted him standing in front of a Buzzburger, gawking at the pedestrians like he was in an aquarium. Ah, tourist. I idled and waited for him to notice me. Hi, are you Lena? I'm Sam. He held out his phone with his ride request as if showing me important documents. Yep, that's me. Okay, he probably shouldn't be that posh then. I gave him a posh voice and there he is in that, like, ridiculous hoodie. Cool. What voice do I give him? I don't know, I always get this sort of problem. My mind goes, whenever there's a new character, I'm like, you need to do some sort of voice acting, and you need to find a new voice for him. My mind always goes blank. I'm like, I don't know how to do any voices. I like do 3, and they're all basically the same thing. Screw it, stars we mean to go on. Fine. He's tally ho, old boy. No, actually, I don't know. He's red hair. If anything, he should be the Scottish one. But you can bet I'm not going to attempt to do a Mexican voice for Carlos. That's going to just end in stereotype hell. As if all of my voices aren't already. But most of them are just stereotypes. If I go into Mexican, we're very much straying into racist stereotypes, and that's like where we're not going. Who else has red hair? The Irish? Top of the morning. Yeah, he could be Irish. He's an Irish tourist, I think, maybe. Don't worry, I believe it's you. I didn't feel like playing along with anything. First time using Neocab? Oh, geez, is it that obvious? You just look a little starstruck by everything, that's all. Like a real noob, right? Suppose that's fair. Did he just say noob? Wait, does people still use that word? I haven't heard it since I was a kid. Well, that makes sense, I guess. I lost track of all the lingo a while. Oh, never mind. That was a little weird. So where are you visiting from? Visiting? No, I'm coming back home. Suppose I do look like a tourist, alright? Textbook. Well, I'll take it. It's better than the truth. I have enough late-night confessionals in my car to know when someone has a secret they didn't really want to keep. Can deal with anything heavy. Okay. So what made you want to take a Neocab? Oh my god, look out! There's no one driving that car! I felt his panic, but it was just a standard Capra cab buzzing towards us. A Capra? Are you serious? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've just never seen one in real life before, and... see a car speeding towards me without anyone driving it? God, it really freaks me out. I can see that. Okay, I want to pry, but this is getting weird. You're right, it's my first night back in Los Ojos in a while. Like 15 years. -5 for good behavior. Or exactly 3,413 very long days. Felt like he was searching for the right words. He's been in jail. So much has changed while I was inside. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. I thought Neocab might be a good place to start. Well, oh. Ex-con, that was a new one. Never dull moments here at Neocab. 10 years. So in that case, let's think of you as a time traveler. In the world's worst time machine. Except they can come across as condescending. Sounds good to me. Want me to fill you in on what's happened in the last decade? That'd be helpful. So... most of the jobs you remember don't exist anymore. And the ones that managed to survive the Great Disruption most likely have an AI boss breathing down your neck. Can't even imagine that. What's left? Anything that requires a complex understanding of human thought processes. Meaning, for better or worse, we're a long way off from things like robot comedians. Okay, silver lining. There's no way they'll eliminate all human drivers though, right? They're definitely trying. It didn't feel like Capra was going to stop anytime soon. Alright, I think that's enough of an update for one night. Too much information? Well, it's a lot to take in, yeah. Plus I'm finally starting to see things I recognize. City streaming by couldn't have been less familiar to me. The towering skyline, the neon sights fighting for the attention of an empty street. Sam's face had gone soft and dreamy, like he was seeing old friends. I had a list of stuff I was going to do as soon as I got out. Get a proper haircut and some clothes that weren't orange. And now the thing I've been picturing the most. Walking through a door again for dessert. I guess just a language thing that, like, has just clicked with me that I should have been doing and haven't, and, like, I guess is just a if any characters that I give an Irish voice to, like, and it's an Irish thing. They don't say th, they say t. So it's not through, it's true. Walking through a door again. Again, no idea where this guy's actually from. I guess he is from here, right? But whatever. He should just have a Los Ojos accent, whatever that might be. Generic, metropolitan, America kind of place. Is that where we're headed? That's right. That's right. That's... Did he say that? I don't know. I have cookies to bake. Wait, I hear him back. Right. Were you a baker before you were arrested? I wish I was only an amateur. We're headed to my Aunt Cassie's house. To us, she's not really my aunt. She's just someone special who taught me everything I know. Everyone has to have a thing in prison, you know. The skill you bring to the table so the guys respect you. I don't know how to fix cars, and I pretty much had 0 connections. I can't draw to save my life, so no one wants my stick figures as a tattoo. Are you saying you won over a group of convicts with... cookies? I know. World's lamest inmate. It was all I could do, believe me. All the guys never baked anything before. Been baked, but never baked. That was my regular joke. Not bad. I only had 10 years to think it up. He reached into his jacket pocket and unwrapped a perfectly golden cookie. Here, I baked a few this morning to show her how she saved me, even when I was inside. I want you to have one. You could see the chocolate chips were dark and just melted enough. The edges looked crisp and the middle looked soft and buttery. Heaven. I had my doubts about the prison cookie. I ate it without a second thought. It was chewy and delicious. Oh my god. Do you like it? This is like cookie nirvana. Oh, take a left. I walked down the street so many times, either looking for trouble or trying to get out of some. But it's going to be different. But it's going to be different now. Cassie's Cookies. What do you think of that name? Seems pretty perfect to me. Good, that's a relief. Honestly, the shop is kind of the only thing I have to look forward to right now. His voice buzzed with energy. That and seeing Aunt Cassie. Almost there. How do I look? I could see on my navigator we were close to the address, but I wasn't sure this particular part of Los Ojos had stayed the same all these years. You look great. You're really nice. You know that? Not a lot of people would be so kind to someone like me. Wait, is this Beaumont Drive? It is. Pulled up to a glow. Not the charming porch light of some kind woman's house, but the neon glare of a Capra charging station. Convenient. It was right here. What's going on? No, this can't be. I kept quiet. It's gone. She's gone. Do you have a number or anything? I don't even know her last name. God, I must look so pathetic to you. Is there somewhere else you want to go? Sam kept silent except for loud, shaky breaths. I could feel him willing himself not to cry. The tension was making my stomach hurt. Oh, really? Okay. I don't know if I have the fuel to do it. I guess I'm at a charging station, like, but there's a pretty decent hostel I could take you to. I appreciate that, but those places always seem to run out of rooms when guys like me show up. You know what I need? I need to stop kidding myself. I know where you can take me. The Grackle. Shitty bar. You know it? I know it. Can I take you somewhere that's not a bar? Where would you suggest I go? I don't know. That place just gives me the creeps. Started up the engine and rolled out of the neighborhood with all its ghosts. It's not a drink I'm after, believe me. Been sober going on 11 years now. But I know there'll be at least a few familiar faces sitting at the bar. And if Deb still owns the place, she might even let me crash on the break room sofa. The Grackle was close. It made sense that it had been his regular haunt. I doubt he was the first person to head there after a stint in prison. It's probably not my place to say it, but I still think Cassie's Cookies is a good idea. All the bakeries in LO are so trendy now. Flavor foam, savory donuts, something refreshing about a chocolate chip cookie. Something classic. Well, as a time traveler, I have to say, classic sounds a lot like old. The dive bar loomed in sight before I could respond. A few gnarly motorcycles and gnarlier looking characters loitered out front. With his choir boy haircut and pristine jeans, Sam definitely had a rough road ahead. Look, I hate to ask you this, but I wasn't planning on having to pay for a place to sleep tonight. I guess he had one of those industrial mixers I was going to use for the bakery. You know I have to buy one, but banks don't give out loans to ex-cons, you know. I can't even afford a place to sleep myself tonight, mate. What do you need? It's too much, I'm sorry. Well, I don't have a lot to spare, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I hate putting you in the position. You've been so kind to me. How much do those mixes usually cost? 20 coin would really help. Need a little thing here that tells me how much money I've got right now. I don't think I can... Like, here's my first job of the day. I literally have got, like, less than a coin to my name. And I just used up the last of my fuel. If I give him a free ride, I'm out on the streets. Myself. I literally cannot refuel my car to get more work. I'm sorry, I wish I could help, but I can't. It's okay, I understand. Thanks for your help anyway. As he hopped out into the night, I hoped there weren't any more bad surprises waiting for him. But in this town, I knew that was too much to hope for. Even for a guy who just wanted to bake chocolate chip cookies. I knew I couldn't spare any coin, but I felt terrible for not helping him anyway. Welcome back to the world, Sam. Oh, this app's hard to use. Couldn't figure out how to tip the driver. Oh. Okay. Adequate. My rating's more important than the tip, Sam. Come on. I met my quota. What part of met my quota was that? But my body just wanted to curl up in a ball, start over tomorrow. Oh, what? It won't even let me push on. How was that I met my quota? That was... Oh my god. That was one actual fare. Two if you want to get really technical, but really only one for $4. We sleeping in the car park, I'm afraid. Sight. But not before I juice up. Well, it's not gonna cost me anything for the night. Let's do that. I feel like that the getting pulled by the cops is probably really where this is all falling apart. Oh wait, hang on, it just skipped the night and now I'm taking another fare? What? Which day are we on here? I'll take another fare. He won't because I'm not rich enough. I wonder how well she pays. Aganon pays decidedly average, but he finishes right next to the motel, not that I can afford it. He finishes in Rich People Town. I'm looking at her and mostly want to... I'm contemplating taking her as a fare, but I'm also wondering what voice I have to give up, because I've not done her yet. Maybe we're best off with doing Aganon. Let's go with the Pain Worm. Can't go wrong with the Pain Worm. Except when I get a bad rating. Aganon looks strange. Not just sad, but anxious. I was hoping you'd be my driver again. Have you ever watched someone die? No, I never have. You see, there's an acolyte named Miranda. She came to our first meeting several months ago. As soon as she spoke, I knew she belonged with us. What did she say? I'm looking for God that's a little more wriggly. That's impressive. Miranda was drawn to Metawopian because for years now she has suffered from horrible pain, chronic. Yet through it all she demonstrates such mirth. He has such a well-developed sense of the absurd. Does the pain worm appreciate the absurd? Oh, definitely. It's in volume 3 of the Book of Hunger and Hardship. Absurd laughter is one of the 2 sounds that echo forever in the void. What's the other sound? It's the resonant vibration of a complicated metaphor introduced in volume 2. What did you think it was? Screaming? Of course I thought it was screaming. Tubas. I thought it was tubas. Metawopian prefers woodwinds, obviously. The plaintive oboe. Perfection. I digress. So Miranda is... Yes, Miranda is dying. I believe the cult of the Painworm has been a great comfort to her. Lena, do you know what acolytes like best about our group? I couldn't say. What is it? I'll explain it this way. Miranda is always in pain. Very often, the people around her squirm in discomfort. At her discomfort. They would prefer she wasn't in pain, of course. But absent relief, they wonder if she might not show it so much. All good answers. Don't know which is the best answer. That's horrible. I agree. The Book of Hunger and Hardship is very clear on this point. When we meet, we accept each other's suffering plainly, without pity or condescension, and we never, ever say, "I hope you feel better." That's interesting. If you think back to the times you felt the worst, I suspect you will find that "I hope you feel better" is never actually what you want to hear. At any rate, Miranda is special. She has shown me what Metawopian offers more clearly than any of the senior agonizers. And now... Agonon trailed off. I couldn't deal with this story. I felt bad enough already. We don't have to talk about it. Oh. Of course. I didn't mean to burden you. That's not what I meant. What did you mean? It was more her privacy? I understand. Agonon stewed in the backseat. I drove faster, just trying to get it over with. All I could think about was a woman lying in her bed, waiting to die. About how much courage it would take to make that decision. It's just up here. Can I just sit a moment? Take all the time you need. He stared at the building that held his dying friend inside. You can do this. We'll find out. Miranda would have had much to teach you, I believe. He climbed down across the sidewalk with small steps. I wonder what it would be like in there. See your friend just go away? I thought about Savvy. Watched him push through the building's front door to face the unknown. The big unknown. What else could he do? You climb down across the... What? What? We looping. We looping. Wait, if I click that, do we get stuck in this forever? I was worried about Aganon. Most impossible, the unknown. Big unknown. What else can you do? Hey, okay. We didn't get stuck in a time warp. Oh, some kinds of pain are not palatable to Metro. Of course he gave me that. Second warning. Oof. It's an average of your most recent rides. Okay. You paid well. Okay, so I need like basically three-star rides in a row. I think. Because that's what shows up on a thing there, right? In order to get an actual 5-star rating. Okay. If I go to charge up again, do I get to continue the night? Like before? And this is the... Yeah, this is... I should charge up here. This is... Whilst we're here, this is the cheapest fuel in Los Ojos. Nope. Okay, we didn't get to cheat the system. Yeah, the only place I can afford is a parking lot. This is not going to end with me getting a good night's rest. Was I really doing this? Sleeping in my car? Yeah. My bank account would feel good in the morning, even if I didn't. Pulled over and hoped for the best. I got about 45 minutes of really good sleep until this sound of autonomous garbage trucks knocking cans around shook me out of it. No way was I getting to sleep after that. Back to work. How, like, felt nervous as hell, stomach was all nuts, feel good was red. Checked my phone for another message from Savvy the second I woke up. What I was getting at there before text carried on was, how on earth is it nighttime again after 45 minutes of sleep? Let's try and get our rating up. Ooh, Savvy. Lena, are you there? I'm scared. Please let me know as soon as you get this. Tell me where you are. I'm scared too. Your face is all over the city. I know. They set me up. Fucking Capra. I need your help. I'm running out of time. Just one more thing and then this will all be over. I stole something. Something big, but it's locked, encrypted. Ooh, I know someone who could probably figure that out. How can I help? Can we meet up? I gotta stay in hiding until we crack these files open. Can you do one thing for me? Anything to help? Can you deliver the files to someone who can help, please? You're the perfect person. I met this, like, quantum hacker. She can crack anything, apparently. I wasn't thinking... I was thinking the person who got, what's the name out of the suit? Gideon. Perfect. Don't say any more here. Can you get to them now? What do I tell her? Tell her we have 4 terabytes of data, ridiculously strong encryption, and no passphrase. Ridiculously. Tell her it's life or death that we read these. Oh yeah, her hobby is finding passphrases. Of course it is. Also, and just one thing that's jumped out at me that they've used the expression of twice now is passphrase. Not password. Passphrase. Apparently in the future, all passwords are not strong enough. We have to use entire strings of words. which is definitely becoming a thing. But I've still never heard anyone like particularly refer to it as a passphrase over a password, though. It's just like, oh yes, your password needs to be actually 4 words. And also, I've seen equally, like, just on a tangent whilst we're on this, that seemed to be a thing that XKCD started, because they're like, oh, because it's a sentence, it's easy to remember, but also, like, because it's more letters, it's way harder to brute force. But then, I've also seen, like, arguments on Tinternet by encryption experts, I suppose, that suggested that, like, because they're actually, you know, by and large going to be dictionary words, that actually makes it even easier to crack, because if you know that it's 4 dictionary words, it's suddenly, it's not like 40 bits of data or whatever, or however many characters go into 4 words. I guess it's not that many, but still, you know, like 20, call it 25. It's not like 25 random bits of data. It's like, suddenly it's like only 4 bits of data. Okay, you've got more options for each one than the characters on the keyboard, but at the end of the day, it's only 4 things to actually figure out as opposed to like 25, and that makes it actually easier to crack. So, yeah, passphrases, weird, don't know. I don't know nearly enough about encryption to particularly weigh in on it in any greater depth, but just an observation on things. When can you get me the files? One sec, I'll tell you. Text me if your friend is for real, then we can finally meet up. I'll send you a pin. You got this? I got this. Amazing, great. So step 1, getting the files is super easy because you already have them. I left them on that field grid you gave me. Oh my god. You hid your stolen shit with me? I thought this was a present. It was. It also happened to be the only device I had when I got my opening. Brand new, so untraceable. Look, L Bunny. I had to think fast. Please don't be mad. I'll explain everything. Just get here soon. Good luck. You ever feel like you're getting used? Oh, I guess my rating is an average of those 5, isn't it? So until I do more. If I get any more 3s or less, it's going to really suck. Yep, there's someone we know. There's still her. Is there 2 there? Is there another pin, or has she just got a weird echoey thing around her? Just a weird echoey thing. She's got one as well. Yeah, I guess Una. Hello, Lena, old friend, loyal driver. Why, hello, Una, darling. How's reality? Slightly better? I've been setting up people on blind dates. Have they worked out? I've received reports of 2 thrown drinks and 1 near fistfight. So yes. Thanks for agreeing to meet on such short notice. Sorry if I sounded a bit frantic. Certainly entropic. I'm curious, to say the least. In truth, I hoped I might see you again. You seem to make a timeline more interesting, rather than less. Thanks. But you need a passphrase. Yes. Badly, my friend says it's life or death. Somehow it always is. Okay, so have you ever seen one of these bracelets before? Oh dear, yes, very, very on trend, Lena. Feels good, is it? Feel great. That's right, hot new social startup, recently acquired by Capra for an obscene sum. Full access to blood data, terrible privacy policy, I wouldn't get within 10 nanometers of it. I wasn't exactly informed about any of that, okay? It was a gift. I didn't know Capra owned them. It just sounded fun to know something about myself and maybe share it, right? I'm not trying to scold you. Just take this as a reminder that all new technologies is a meeting at a crossroads. A bargain. And you're sure to get something out of it, some new insights, some power, but... Well, you know the story. What deal did we make this time? It's not my deal. I don't even know the details yet. And that might be for the best. I felt my heart skip a beat, a flash of instinct that whatever Savvy was doing could get me into a world of trouble. Maybe Una knew I'd been wearing stolen tech the entire time. Maybe she'd sensed it. I just know there are encrypted files stashed away in the bracelets. Can you take a look? I already am. This field-grid wireless protocol is amateurish at best. Total pushover. Now this file doesn't belong. CharlieElliott.dat. Charlie, that makes a ton of sense. Una stayed into a holospace, murmuring to herself. Yes, this file is something else. Military-grade quantum encryption, enforced by an underlying medium. To attempt to read this without the passphrase would be to destroy its contents. You know, it's just light inside your little bangle. A tangle of photons twisted up tighter than you can imagine. A tiny hall of mirrors. But there's information in there too, right? Light is information, my dear. The rawest, juiciest kind of information. What are they teaching in schools these days? How can you read it? Easily. So you can just break into it? Oh dear, no, impossible. Thankfully I won't have to decrypt it. Oh god, are you going to turn me in? No, don't worry. What I mean is I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. We don't know the passphrase. Let me ask you something. If you had an infinite amount of time, how would you obtain the passphrase? Spend 1,000 years surfing Costa Rica? Just keep guessing? Exactly right. My dear, you have the knack for quantum statistics. But we don't have an infinite amount of time, do we? The amount of time we have is extremely non-infinite. To speed things along, I'll try every passphrase at once. Using... Chutzpah? Math? No, it's much more muscular than that. I still don't understand. It's a way of making the worlds, I should say, go a bit fuzzy. It takes quite a lot of practice, but... Una's eyes went glassy. Ah! There they are. She was doing some sort of deep quantum computation. It didn't look like much. In fact, it just looked like a bored pack staring out the window. Quiet, I'm working. I didn't say anything. You did in another timeline very close to this one. Shh. I've never been scolded for something an alternate version of me had done. It felt unfair, but also sort of awesome. Maybe it was my imagination, but a chill seemed to settle in the car. Una was deep inside herself. Or outside herself? Ranging through other worlds further and further from this one? Trying a different passphrase in each one? Any luck out there? Una emerged from her trance. Well, lucky us. That only took a few quadrillion attempts. What just happened? I told you. I saw nearly all the possible timelines branching out from this moment. It's very simple. Punishingly difficult, but simple. That was very weird. Oh, did you see the Delphine ghosts? The what? No. It wasn't as weird as it could have been then. Did you get the passphrase? Oh, yes. I got it. That's amazing. Ah, but I failed so many times. 5 quadrillion attempts and change. It takes a lot out of you. You really saw all those other timelines? Yes, not with perfect clarity, but yes. What happened to me? Aren't you greedy? I go rustling for a needle in the haystack of reality, and you want to know if I found any diamonds while I was at it. I'm just curious. I know. I'm curious too, about everything. That's why I got into this line of work. Passphrase is, well, it's a bit melodramatic. They usually are. It's Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas, all lowercase with spaces. Better write that down in your journal, my dear. Just like that, I had it. What exactly are you going to do with this passphrase? Help a friend. Is that all? What do you mean, all? In the nearby timelines, I saw the possibility for a bit more excitement. And I like excitement. You mean you like chaos? You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, you know how this works. You're in my debt now. I know I am. Good. Who knows, maybe I'll need a getaway driver. It would be an honor. You don't even care what I'm getting away from? A debt's a debt. Oh, I do like you. If that's all then, we're right up here, my dear. I hope I see you again. The feeling is mutual. Una scooched a bit as if she was going to leave, but then instead she spoke. My dear, there's something I need to tell you. I sat here scouring all those timelines, and everything changed all around us. In one, a meteor crashed into Los Ojos. In another, a giant mutant worm rose up from below. Fancy that. Agonon was for real? Those weren't even the most unusual events. Through it all, there was a second phrase that seemed almost to match. This phrase wouldn't decrypt the drive you gave me, but it felt somehow entangled with its fate. Does the phrase "trust fund maggots" mean anything to you? How? I can't say any more than that. I've seen what happens if I do. But perhaps I can say, your emotions are not your own. What does... No, that's all I can say. Goodbye, Lena. Una swept out of the car. She didn't zig and zag randomly like before, but walked briskly in a straight line. Getting away fast. I had the passphrase. It was time to see Savvy. Hey! My favourite of all adjacent Lenas. Yes! Back up to 4. Good. Cool. Still didn't pay very well. Now we're in the Steve. And we're feeling pretty fiery. Cool. I guess if we get 5-star ratings on the next 2 rides, my rating still won't, like, change at all. Which is annoying. But, whatevs. Cool. We can take Sam... Anthony Colton. Still never dealt with him. Oh, she's the photographer. Right. Never dealt with her. Sam. Oh, he's just sitting up in his camp because it's the first time using a phone in 10 years. Sure. Wait. So, hang on. Oh, there. Oh, Savvy's location's there. Okay. We should probably go charge up there and then go see what Savvy's got going on. What's the... maybe I should have taken a ride up that way to, like... Damn it. Probably shouldn't. Probably should have tried to get a ride towards Savvy, actually. But, like, I was just like, I gotta do this! Cool. Oh, and she won't... Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, let's finish this. So this was where she'd been all along. A lonely shipping container set apart from a sea of clones. A cloud of sage incense hit me the moment I cracked the door. The smell took me back to when we first became friends, sitting cross-legged in Savvy's bedroom, whispering about her parents and drinking wine she took from work. Bunny! You found me! Oh my god, Savvy, what is going on? So much, just so much! Promise I'll explain everything. Did it work? Did you get the passphrase? She smiled at me and her feel-grid glowed like a small sun on her face. It was so good to see her. Wait, does she have, like, light-up nail polish on? Future is weird. I just need a few answers first. Yes, but can I ask you something? What have you... Lena, it would take too long to explain. The answers are all in those files, I promise. Thank you so much for getting the passphrase, by the way. Can you tell it to me now so we can get to work? She was avoiding my question, but honestly, with Capra, she probably had a point about it being super complicated. At least tell me why you stashed your stolen docs with me. I had no choice. Plus, I knew no one would suspect you. You just got here and you drive Neocab. You're practically a ghost. She's getting angry. Things going red. Don't get upset. I just meant I knew you'd be fine. You are, right? Maybe. I've been better. I know, and trust me, same. This is so not what I pictured when I asked you to move in with me. I'm gonna make it up to you. I promise, let's at least have a look at what we got, shall we? Can't hurt to take a peek. Yes! So let me see if my laptop is still paired to that thing. My feel-grid buzzed as she connected to its onboard storage. It figured she'd still have access, since she hid the files in there in the first place. Hey Athena, unpack Charlie Elliot.dat. This file is encrypted. Please say or enter the passphrase. You got me the magic word, so it's only fair you do the honors right. Actually, I feel like Athena should be more like a Cortana or, like, Alexa sort of thing, but never mind. Hey Athena, the passphrase is... Are we sure we want to do this? We came this far, I think we've got to do it. The passphrase is Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. What's it doing? It's totally working! Oh, Capra, you are so fucked. My palms got sweaty as soon as I saw it. A massive trove of chat logs, docs, schematics. All watermarked Capra Confidential in block letters. This is illegal, right? Extremely so? 100% inside a secret hideout right now, so... Just checking. We're illegal in the way, like, Watergate people were illegal? Are we the reporters or the burglars? She just kept scanning through the docks. I had my share of revenge fantasies about Capra, but now that we're actually doing something... felt incredible. Gotcha! What'd you find? Shit, never mind. Blah blah, meeting notes, reports. Come on, I know you got dirt in here, Charlie. Wait, you stole this whole thing without knowing there was anything bad on it? I mean, I didn't have specifics. Dude was way too squirrely not to be hiding some serious shit. We just gotta find something big enough to be a whistleblower. Not just like a criminal. It was just so savvy just to leap first and come up with a plan on the way down. Ah, I'm just seeing offshore accounts, golden parachutes for executive harassers, forged safety reports. Just? Run-of-the-mill corporate stuff, trust me. We need something juicier. Something we can use. She had a point. The only way out of this was to find something big enough to justify the whole property theft thing. There was Una's weird message. Or what would Gideon do with it? Or what would Gideon do with a cache of internal Capra files? I mean, that's what Una said. That feels relevant. Not that Una brought it up. What about trust fund maggots? What did you just say? The van thing we did? What made you think of that? She was looking at me so closely, it felt like the air around us went cold. Is something wrong? Sorry, I guess I'm just starting to freak out a little bit, you know? I've been stuck inside this, like, human kennel for days. Maybe I fucked up, but kind of in it now. No turning back. Hey Athena, search Sophie Lemire. Yes, brilliant! Oh my god, are you seeing this? Documents spilled into the holospace in front of a Savvy. If even one of them had something big. Hey Dirt! Look, a report from Charlie. Some pilot program called Project Sophie? No, wait, that's not shady, right? Whoa. Lena. This is... I remembered what Gideon had said about her mom's fundraiser. Was Capra using Sophie as a PR prop from the beginning? I knew Capra would do anything to make sure Sophie's law passed, but this is cynical, even for them. This is so fucked. Well, wait, what's it say? Capra acquired Fieldgrid a year ago. Total stealth acquisition. No public knowledge. You serious? They've been harvesting my emotional data this entire time? Yours, mine, all in real time. A live diary of how we feel in our bones, streaming to the highest bidder. That is gross. It's not even the half of it. Listen to this bit on emotional priming. Each ad unit is customized to the viewer's current state, from passing billboards to holospace overlays to the back seat of every Capra car. Some sellers will want to target customers in negative or vulnerable states, while others cater to a relaxed or even elated consumer profile. Blue users respond most strongly to commercial messaging for alcohol, junk food, or VR escorts. Status items and vacation packages if we're yellow, of fucking course. What does any of this have to do with Sophie Lemieux? Project Sophie. This looks like out-and-out electioneering. Wait, what? Isn't this? Our generative advertorial network creates customized images, slogans, and even fall campaigns, so we can proactively steer individuals into the desired effective state. So they can push us into whatever color suits them? More or less, the neural net experiments on you until it knows your most reliable triggers. It's factored into their whole network. Billboards, music, even the ambient light timbre of a Capra capsule. I thought of the sea of blue field grids from the vigil and how Liam said Capra was handing them out. Which means whenever you pick up your phone or when you're taking that Capra card to your polling place, they're already priming me. Every article I read, every song I hear, every sign I pass. So when you're casting that vote, they'll have you exactly where they want you. How do they want me? Depends. Could be angry or scared, blissed out or pacified, whatever moves you into their voting block. It all made a terrible kind of sense. This crosses a line, right? This is automated psychological manipulation. Election laws, too. They made every tiny micro-advert an undeclared political message. And we've got the receipts. We got the receipts. This is what we used to steal the final news cycle back from Capra. We leak this, and it floods the zone. And then the news cycle moves on to something Donald Trump tweets about tomorrow. The vote is crazy close right now. If we wake up a few thousand pro-Capra sheeple, just convince them to stay home, then boom! Capra's brand gets 2 black eyes and their car ban is dead in a low, probably everywhere. I could see it all playing out in my head. Sophie might just get away with it. Sophie's law would fail. And the world would see how Capra abused their power. Maybe they'd even lose some. Maybe they'd even lose some of it. Now we just leak it to your contacts, sit back and watch. You should text them now. Which contacts? One who gave you the password? She's like some ex-Capra whiz, right? Unless you know someone better. I racked my memory of packs. But no, something was bothering me. How did you know that about Una? You told me about her? Or maybe I heard her name around Capra? She used to work for them, right? No, she's ex-Capra for sure. Look, don't worry about it. Just say it was an anonymous courier job. NeoCab does those, right? No one will ever know it was us. Are you with me or not? Yeah. Let's take down Capra. Hell yes. Anything to take down Capra. Yeah, that's my girl bringing fire. So we just make sure we give the files to someone with a following, an influencer. As long as they got a following and anti-Capra enough to take the heat, then Sophie's law goes down, and Capra doesn't get total control of everyone. At least not right now. I knew Sabby was right. We had to let the public know. Even if we get caught, at least we tried. I heard the Capra-made prisons weren't too different. From their capsule hotels. There was just one major problem. Your face is still plastered on every billboard in the city. How are you going to make the handoff? My luck has taken me this far. You know you're not safe out there. It'll be fine. I'm willing to risk it. We just need to move quickly. Every Capra and squad car is... I said I'm willing to risk it. Can't say things anymore. We're taking a risk with both our lives, Savviest. Wait, what are you trying to say? I'm going solo. I'll make the drop-off. You stay here. You'll be safe. I'll be safe. Radix wins. Everyone wins. You want to do this without me? This isn't your fight, Lena. But you can let me help, just for the last leg, right? Great plan, girl. You go and make history. I'll just twirl my thumbs in this tin can. It's the only way. I don't know why you're being like this, but even if I thought you were doing it for the right reasons. I'm not just trying to grab the glory. I'm not sure I trust you to pull it off without me. Are you trying to make me feel like shit? I'm not. I'm just being my honest self with you. How will we ever get as close as we used to be if I can't be honest with you? It's like... You're like the least selfish person I know, and I was hoping we could do this together. I mean, after everything I've done for you, just give me this, okay? This could go really, really badly for both of us. Then why are you here? I was worried sick about you. This is about Capra, or this was my idea to bring Radix to the next level, you know? No offense, but you'd just got to hello, and I've been working my way up for months. I just need to do this my way, then I can bring you in, okay? She wasn't going to budge. I knew from years of watching people get pushed in and out of our little circle. Savvy always got her way. I remember Una's final confusing message to me, and the weird look Savvy got on her face when I brought it up. Hey Athena, search trust fund maggots. A new folder flew open on her holospace. At first all I saw was my name, over and over again in the files. There are others I recognized. Liam, Gideon, Una, even Klaus and Marek. Please tell me this isn't what it looks like. It was just to keep you safe. When I said I'd always have your back, I meant it. As soon as my field grid pulsed white, a new file appeared in the folder with a sick ping sound. Yeah, field grids have a back door, pretty wide open. Charlie showed me, even more undocumented API. You've been tracking me? You've been listening to me and my packs this whole time? No, not at all. I just thought it'd help you. When I stashed the file, I needed to make sure you were safe. So I could signal someone to come get it. Tell Swarm where to find you if Capra was getting too close. I haven't even listened to anything, I swear. I had to see for myself. Hey, Athena. Seriously, are we doing this now? Why is that one listed as like a thought instead of a speech? I don't know. Play audio Una. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. The blood rushed out of my face. I felt my knees wobble like I was going to be sick or pass out. I was furious at her betrayal. How could you do this? Do you even understand what a huge violation this is? Oh god, don't act like you're mad over this. You have nothing to worry about. It was just to keep tabs on the file. I swear I haven't even looked at what it recorded. So now it's time. We'll leak the Capra files and go get a drink, okay? You don't get it, do you? I'm doing this by myself. Why can't you just trust me? All by yourself, huh? That's not happening. I worked way too hard just to let you walk out of here without me. You're the one that's been transporting stolen docs for days, remember? Who knows what else is in those recordings? Don't make me turn you in. So everything had come down to this, finding out my best friend had betrayed me, and then having to fight her just to be able to walk away. How was her feel grid still a calm green while mine glowed red? Why was I the one who felt like I was about to explode? Are you blackmailing me right now? It's not like I want to. Come on, this isn't us. We're better than this. This isn't you. Trying to sabotage me? I know you're better than this, because I know you better than you know yourself, girl. You know what I mean? I knew exactly. She knew all my secrets, all my fears, even before she'd spied on me. She knew exactly how to hurt me. But then again, I knew the same things about her, didn't I? If she was going to throw anything she could at me, maybe I had to do the same. Or at least try to get her to see the truth about how she treated me. It'd make her mad, it might just make her give up. I forced myself to take a deep, centering breath. Smallest smirk flickered across her face, still lit in the green glow. You've never really cared about anyone but yourself? Maybe it's because you're an only child or something. But you're not in this world alone, Lena. You rely on others too. That hot doctor, what's his name? He's not that hot. You couldn't even spare a couple bucks for his free clinic. If he spent his time helping you instead of some poor uninsured kid? Oh yeah, because I was on the verge of living on the streets, right? It's just all about you, isn't it? So selfish. Does all I've done this week mean anything to you? After everything I did? How I helped you? I can't believe you'd just throw all that away. Why was I trying to make her see value in me? Why was I fighting to keep her in my life when she treated me so terribly? I took a deep breath. Oh, okay. This is just wasting time. Whatever. I could tell she was just getting started. I already felt like I was losing, letting her jab get to me. Nothing seemed to faze Savvy. Savvy looked like she was enjoying all this somehow, like she was in her element. That's exactly why I left you in Cactus Flats. Your emotions are so out of control. I get you're sensitive and all this deep feeling stuff. You've got to toughen up and rein it in, girl. It's like constantly walking on eggshells around you. You didn't even defend me when Azul was talking trash. Guess you don't mind when someone sells out your best friend. Meanwhile, I was in danger and risking my life for the cause. Some loyalty. So volatile, you must scare half your packs off for good. Says the girl who can't keep a boyfriend for more than a month. If you're so chill, why does everyone you date run screaming in the other direction? Maybe you just use people up until you're done with them. Maybe I'm sensitive, but you're cruel. What was I saying? If I insulted her like that, was I any better than she was? I had to figure out a way to get through to her. This was my opening. If I could push back, it might end this. I'm volatile. A few days ago, you asked me to move here to be with you. Now you're treating me like your enemy, like I'm your enemy. All because I won't do exactly what you want? That's the definition of unreliable. I knew there was no way she was going to stop piling it on now. I could almost feel her combing through our past to find her next attack. I was losing her to find a way to pull myself out of her traps or make her mad enough to back off. This was a new feeling. Savvy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savvy scowled at me, daggers in her eyes. Okay, she's moved to the white. This is weird, because there's definitely a sort of a dueling minigame thing going on here. It's that moment I let you out of my sight. You'll undermine me. You pretend you're so innocent and sweet. You'll do something bad as long as you know you won't get caught. That's basically lying. You're a fraud. At least I'm always real with you. You claim you hate Capra, but you went home with them. Yeah, the conversation doesn't like seem to flow super naturally here, because there's definitely this is. I feel like I don't feel like I'm a million miles off the mark if I were to say I think this conversation was inspired by Monkey Island's sword fighting. It's like, how appropriate, you fight like a cow kind of thing. And also, oh my god, I've just realized it's midnight. Good god. I feel like I'm like literally right at the end of the game, so I can't like break it off here, but oh my god. Ah! Gee, I think you'd be proud of me for being a hypocrite. Isn't that just what we do now? Or are you only interested in things that make you the hero? Why did I let her get under my skin? She was trying to make me mad. Now I just wanted to hurt her. She eyed me for a second. If I could call her out, maybe she would see reason. You think I'm phony? Your whole activist persona is fake. Radix isn't even your fight. People like Azul actually built it. What the fuck would you know about activism? That seemed to strike a nerve. Then you just show up one day and do your social chameleon act, trying to charm your way into control. Stop it. Where's the lie, though? She was running out of steam, struggling to find one last barb she could throw at me. Whatever she came up with, I knew it was going to be desperate and mean. I couldn't fight it like this for much longer. She was hitting me where I was weakest, and it was working. This was a new feeling. Savia was the one that was starting to lose her cool. I could feel this rage coming from my chest, blotting out my thoughts and pushing like I was driving myself off a cliff. I was starting to lose it. Savvy gritted her teeth. Lena, it's time to grow up. Stop being a meek little flower. Because right now your fear is keeping you from getting what you deserve. Toughen up. Don't be such a weakling. It's so sad that you're still scared of what people might think of you, or what might go wrong, what people think of you, or what might go wrong. When will you learn that sometimes just following the rules just hurts people? It's easy to be brave when you've had everything handed to you. You've never had to deal with real consequences in your life. Maybe we should do this stupid mission just so you can see the rules actually do apply to you. Attacking her made me feel sick to my stomach. What were we even doing right now? It was making me feel so small, I didn't even care about being right. I just wanted to win. Now was my chance to give her a piece of my mind and knock down her arguments. It's actually brave to take responsibility for how you affect others, you know? You should try it sometime. Instead of just using people like Azul and Charlie and throwing them away when you're done. Are you serious right now? Or maybe you're just afraid that they'd see who you really are. And maybe you should be. I saw red. I felt such hatred for her. Emotions were so intense that I almost felt the floor fall away under my feet. Maybe Savvy was right about me. I was at a loss for words. She'd said things she could never take back. So had I. I felt like I'd lost control for a bit, like my anger had been driving me. My chest tightened and I clenched my jaw. All I could think about was hurting her like she was hurting me. You're the selfish one. I've been looking all over for you and you've been here in your teen catalog hideout spying on me. Did you make your so-called boyfriend put up those little lights for you? Because I can bet you made him pay for them. He doesn't know about your little safety net, does he? Maybe I'll tell him how I've seen you go through a million phases. Whatever happened to acting class or volunteer tutoring? Not to mention every poor idiot you ever tricked into dating you for what, 2 weeks max? See how popular you are with Radix then? You're angry and I get that. You don't mean what you're saying. You know more about me than anyone and you can use that against me if you want. It won't change the fact that you need to step up right now. Being petty won't help take down Capra. It won't even help you. Oh my god, she's gone green again. Have I just completely lost the fight here? Ugh. I don't even care anymore. You're selfish and you know I'm right. You're right, I fucked up, okay? This is just really important to me for a lot of reasons. I got carried away and it's a problem I have, I know. You only know the real me. Only you know the real me. Good parts behind acting like a little bit of an asshole, sometimes. A lot of times. Like this entire time. I know. I caught my breath and the adrenaline tingle faded in my temples. I felt like I was standing in a burned out forest looking at smoking ashes and wondering what happened. Of course she understood how I felt. She always did. I couldn't imagine my life without her. I could afford to lose this fight. I couldn't afford to lose Savvy. So what do you say? Are we in this together? Will you do this one last thing for me? Oh, we can't get arrested if we go with her. Despite everything, I need more. Like, maybe I don't really see the past, but like, from the events of this week, she seems like a really, really bad friend. But fine. Fine, Savvy, you in. We'll do it your way. Like always. I knew I could count on you. I couldn't fight anymore. I was exhausted. Let's go change the world, shall we? Together, like it should be. Leaking was the right move, but with the most wanted woman in Los Ojos along for a ride? No problem. This is cool, cool, cool. Let's go. Wow, everything looks exactly the same. Weird. What did you expect? I know, maybe the city would feel different, you know? Well, it definitely will after we've done this thing. She leaned back in the seat and closed her eyes. Just once I'd like to have her confidence that everything would be okay. That I was doing the right thing. I eyed my field grid, probably still listening to my every word. It wasn't too late for me to end this. One quick toss out of the car and it'd be smashed against the pavement. I took a glance at Savvy and rolled down the window. Yes, fresh air. Never ever tell me what it smelled like in my little hideout. I want to live with a lie that was a mix of jasmine and amber and not at all like 6 days of takeout and no showers. With the feel good gone, it'd be over and done with. Our crimes would be erased. And so would Capra's. My friendship with Savvy would definitely be finished. She'd never forgive me. So what is gained by destroying it? Capra wins, I lose my job, I lose my friendship. Like, I don't actually particularly see any upsides to destroying it, other than going back to a happy, cozy place where I'm not a criminal. I stuck with the plan. I can't even... Savvy, get down! Hide your face! Shit, floor it, Lena! And go where? I'm pulling over. They've already scanned our faces, Sav. I love how the police car was basically just glued to the back of us. We'll get new ones, just get us out of here. Savvy Reed and Lena Romero, again. I'm going to need to bring you both in on charges of cyber espionage, digital theft, and... Wait, you in the back. What's that in your hand there? He was talking to Savvy. She held out her Capra badge with shaky hands. Her eyes were filling with tears. Officer, please. It's all been a huge misunderstanding. I work for Capra, okay? I just dropped a field grid in this Neocab a week ago. My boss must have stored some data on it, but I didn't know. I've been trying to get it back. I stayed silent. Is she just grassing me up? Look, she's wearing it right now. Is that true, Ms. Romero? Yeah, you know how I said she was a bad friend? She's a really, really bad friend. Unless she's got a really good plan here. I didn't know it was hers because she gave it to me. I didn't know it was hers. Is it true? Does that bracelet contain these stolen files? Yes or no? No. You know lying is impeding an investigation. You've been racking up violations for days. Why stop now? But wait. Do you two know each other? I looked at Savvy, teary and shaking and somehow already talking her way out of this, and I had no idea what she was actually feeling. I've no idea what the right answer here is. I just stayed quiet. No. Nope, we don't. She was just my driver that night. Okay, both of you, out of the car. We stepped out and put our hands on the hood of my car. It was the first time we'd been side by side since I arrived. So it all ended right there, as a cop pulled me out of my own car and into the system. For most of the charges against me, I was able to clear my name with all the recordings Savvy made of my time in LO. Turns out her spying actually saved me. They stuck me with a misdemeanor for not disclosing her whereabouts right away, but that's it. They confiscated the field grid and nothing got out about Capra. Their crimes are as invisible and inevitable as ever. Sophie's law passed, and I'm out of a job. Neocab was given 3 months to cease all operations in Los Ojos. Wasn't much point to waiting it out. There was still one thing keeping me here. The LOPD had kept me less than 24 hours, but Savvy, she'd had more explaining to do. I'd spent the next night in the shipping container, wondering if she were okay and what would happen to her once they knew the whole story. My heart almost stopped when the text had come in. "Hey, El Bunny, can you pick me up?" Well, what could I have said but yes? God, it really turns into sticks like the second you cross city limits, doesn't it? And so here we are, making a beeline out of LO. Still didn't seem quite real that she was just sitting in my car like the whole thing never happened. She's been weirdly quiet, but at some point I had to know the whole story. How did she get the cops to let her go? So, did they just let you go? Oh no, they didn't just let me go. They basically gave me the third degree in custody. How do you become involved with Radix? How did you get the drive? How many employees were you in contact with at Capra? They thought I caused the riot somehow? I wish. What did you tell them? I just told them what they wanted to hear. That Jason and Radix put me up to it. Which is basically true. I didn't say anything, apparently. I wouldn't ever have come up with this on my own, you know. All those meetings with Radix, really, changed me. They kind of brainwash you. It's been the whole tactic for decades. Why do you think they give out free lunches to kids? So I just gave the cops their info so they could talk to them. What do you mean their info? It's like names and stuff. Okay. Right, I bet they were happy to have that. It's such a relief to be out of there. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I literally can't wait to put this whole mess behind us. Definitely agree with you there. You know, you're a real lifesaver for picking me up, Lena. I don't think I'm allowed to say that one, but we'll give it a go anyway. Nah, just trying to be a good friend. I know, but I really just hate fighting with you. You get so different. Scary. All the things I want to say. You're kind of different too. I know, you really bring out this, dark side of me sometimes. I don't mean to. But it's okay. We were in a really, really messed up place, and it's nobody's fault that things got so weird. It wasn't us, you know. The fact that we're here right now in this car shows how strong we really are together. Radix and Capra, that's in the past. The future is just Lena and Savvy. Just Lena and Savvy. I didn't know where I was headed, but maybe it didn't matter. So long as I was going with her. She leaned her head against the glass and sighed, as relaxed as I'd ever seen her. Aren't you just so happy? Yeah, I really am. It's not a good relationship that those two have. Gonna be honest. Savvy is a bad person. I mean, I guess she, like, fell in with a bad crowd, but, like right to the very end, she'd quite gladly throw me under a bus. All the way. Oof. That was quite a emotional roller coaster, which is appropriate, I suppose. I guess that was a bad ending. I don't know if... I guess it's a bad ending? Is there a good ending where, I guess, if I'd won the emotional battle in the shipping container, like, could we have actually brought down... Could I actually have brought down Capra? Like, if I'd, like, actually managed to get her to allow me to leave, essentially, I suppose? Woo! I didn't expect this to be a two-stream game. I thought there would be more to it than this, I'll be honest. I thought, I don't know, I thought I would probably end up breaking it off tonight and maybe not finishing it on stream and finishing it in my own time. I definitely want to know if there are other endings and how I can get those endings. And I guess if I have the money spare to pay for other stuff, like to be a nice person, if I can like be really like just genuinely like a force for good in the city, because I actually have the money to be able to do that, because I don't get pulled over by the cops, then maybe she's got less ammo to throw at me in the end there. But it definitely involves not picking up the guy who wants me to... But, you know... Oh, wait, no, I totally need to pick up that guy because he was like a prime guy, wasn't he? And he worked for Capra. So I needed to speak to him. Hey, it was made in ink? What? I didn't know it's made in ink. Cool. Ink was made by Inkle, who made Heaven's Vault and 80 Days and Sorcery. And I think all of those games were also built on ink as well. So, cool. That's pretty neat. Cool. The Radix Cooperative is a hybrid activist group political party that emerged from the bike punk scene. Radix fights against... That doesn't give you enough time to read that paragraph. Oh, I wanted to know more about Radix. Boo. Alrighty, I am going to go because it is late. Good God, it's nearly midnight. I need to sleep. I have work in the morning. Thank you for joining me for NeoCab. That was a wild old ride. I am going to need to find other things to play this week then, aren't I? Clearly. Can't remember what we discussed in the Democracy channel of lately. Hades did not seem to be super popular as an option. Flotsam there was some interest in. Could potentially pick that up, although it's a little on the pricey side and I've spent a lot of money this month, I'll be honest. Maybe when payday rolls around I might buy Flotsam. Worth noting, Steambird's Alliance just had a big update, and I started playing it a bunch. It's a lot... It's different. It is different now. It was quite a major update to say it's like the first update of the game shortly after launch. It overhauls and changes things dramatically, so that probably wants revisiting this week. Maybe with Tulkas, don't know. And I've also got the new game... in early access, the new early access game from the guys who made Knights of Pen and Paper and Galaxy of Pen and Paper and Chroma Squad. Admittedly, of those three, Chroma Squad is the one that I most love. I played Galaxy of Pen and Paper, it's okay. Chroma Squad was one of my absolute favourite games. It was my game of the year, I think, the year it came out. So they've done a thing about living together in a... It's a local and online multiplayer game about living together in a house in space. Which is great. Yeah, I need that. That sounds hilarious. yeah, so probably going to take a look at Outer Space at some point this week, and we'll get back into Steamboat Alliance. So that's the week planned. Thank you for joining me once again. I need sleeps. Good night.